Hey guys, it's your girl Kizzy Rock, and yes, Kizzy Rock is my birth given name. Happy Tuesday. I want to say hey to all my subscribers, new as well as seasoned. I got a word for you. Tap in. Happy Tuesday afternoon, guys. Currently driving. It's been a very, all caps, very, very long day. So I haven't been able to really reply back to emails, things like that. I did read one email and someone wanted me to give an example of faith. She said that, there are so many times, and I think a lot of people can really attest to this, especially before you really tap in for yourself. It's like people throw Bible verses at you and it almost just sounds like you hear it so much, like you may have heard it all your life growing up, things like that. And it seems like cliche, like you just say it because you know it, versus really interpreting it and receiving it. So that happened to me this morning. So this is why I wanted to make a recording on your topic, which is faith, because this happened to me this morning. Someone actually said, I was listening to somebody, I forgot who it was this morning, and they used the Bible verse, without faith, without faith, it's impossible to please God. Okay, how many times do you hear that? I've heard that a million times, right? But for some reason, the impossible literally stuck out like a sore thumb. And when I heard him say it, I just kept saying impossible. Impossible. Meaning you don't even have a chance. Without faith, it is impossible to please God. You don't even have a chance. There's no chance. There's no chance. Impossible. That's how it kept playing out to me, right? So let me just tell you guys, right? Like I said, there's a few things I toot my horn in. My obedience is one that I constantly say. And let me just tell you, obedience shows God in the physical form that you have faith. Your obedience is faith. Because think about it. If God requires you or convicts you to do something, and you just don't do it because you can't see how it aligns and how it makes sense and how it's going to work out, and you're going to have the whole blueprint, right? Then there's no way you have faith. Because when you have faith on something that God has said to you, your actions align and proves that you have faith. So if you're still sitting on something, even though you know you heard God clear as day, you don't have faith and you will not please God. You will not please God, and your blessings will remain on hold. And no judgment here, because again, we all have our stuff, right? We all have our stuff. We all have our strengths and our weaknesses. My fearlessness and my ability to move on my convictions without having all the answers is a strength of mine. But then patience is not really tons better, but it's not like my strength, where you may have the patience thing on lock, but then the obedience and the fear and all that stuff to hold you back. So don't beat yourself up. It's not like trying to shade you over here, just trying to make a point. So to give you an example, since you guys love examples, you ever hear people say, tell God your plans if you want to make him laugh? Let me tell you something. That is the truth of the all truth. Let me just tell you guys. I have never, all caps, NEVER, never wanted to live in Atlanta. I'm like not in Atlanta, but just, it's the point. I can remember all of my life, not all of my life, but when I would visit Atlanta every so often, years and years and years ago, I just could not get a certain feel. You know, like how when you go certain places, it feels like home. Or when you're looking for a home, let's just say like a house. You know, when you enter the house, you just know that this is the one, this is home. I'm an energy person. There's something that I have to feel in the spirit that will settle me. If I don't feel settled, then it's like, right? Atlanta was never the place where I felt like I belong. And I don't even know if I belong here like that, meaning like long term. If I hear from God, I gotta bounce, right? So I don't know. But the point is, when I got the conviction, I knew I heard God, but you know how you act like you don't hear God, right? And when it's something like you really don't want, I done got comfortable. Lord, I'm not going, there's nothing there that even intrigues me, right? At the time when I was saying this, but I just kept hearing him say, you're going. So I tried to keep ignoring it, right? Not in a disobedient way, more like in a procrastination. I knew I would have to, at some point, do it, but I think I was just trying to just buy time. And that's what I was telling you guys. You can try that buying time all you want. If God really wants you, he's going to snatch that rug. So snatch the rug can look like a relationship ending. Snatch the rug can look like a job loss. Snatch the rug can look like a strife where you and the whole family are against each other. That can look like your house flooded out and you don't got nowhere to go. It could be 1,000 things on what snatching the rug looks like. But the point is, God have just dried it up where you don't even have a desire to even stay where you are. Wherever he's sending you, wherever he's calling you, there is something there that you're asking for. Well, there is something there that he has for you or he needs you to do. And then when you get there, he changes your desires, and then, you start to desire different things. And now I was like, oh, well, wow. Now I see why he sent me here. Right? And speaking in general here, right? So let's just say you've been praying for a wife, but you're comfortable being in Idaho. You're comfortable being in Idaho. Like, you are fine on the farm in Idaho, honey. You ain't got time for this crazy busy world. You are fine in Idaho. I gotta get home, right? Because I'm tripping right now. But now you feel like God is tapping you and telling you to move to Manhattan. What? I am comfortable on this little country farm. I don't even like people like that. And out of all places, you gonna send me to crazy, busy Manhattan? I'm not going no Manhattan. You ain't going where? You'll lose this whole farm. Play with me. Play with it. Either you gonna move with your convictions because you trust me and you have faith that the thing you're asking me for, the wife, the lights, camera, and action, the purpose, the calling, you said however I want to use you. So I'm telling you, I need you to leave. And now you want to sit here and tell me about some pigs and some hogs? All right. I'll let somebody come and buy that whole land out. And then once you move in obedience, you start packing up your little duffel bag or whatever. Okay, the fact that you're packing up, you're showing God, all right, God, I trust you. I don't want to go, but obviously, right, at this point, I gotta go. So I'm going to still go. And truth be told, you really don't have to go, because you could easily just say, well, no, I lost the farm. I'm going to go one state over. I'm not going to Manhattan. But no, you're now going to pack up and you're going to go to Manhattan because you know that you trust that he got your back. Honey, when you get to Manhattan, woo! When you get to Manhattan, you going to have choices. You think you begging God for one wife, you going to have 20 to choose from. All because of your obedience. All because your faith and you trusted him, right? That farm that you had, no disrespect to your farm and your hogs, honey, but listen, God about to multiply that thing. You won't be thinking about them pigs. Let let me just tell you, you will start even being like, how in the world did I even stay in Idaho all them years? Like, what was I thinking? God will start to literally multiply your life right in front of your face. And then it's going to look like to all your peers, all your family, and all your friends, like your life just all of a sudden became an overnight success. And they don't even realize the whole process you had to go through with losing your hogs and your pigs and your farm, and you know how God had to like snatch the rug, and you had to be obedient, and you had to, so it looks like to them that your life just took off. But no, it was all because your faith. So if your actions are not aligning with what God has said to you and promised you, come on, sir, get out the way, please. Excuse me, Lord. Then you don't have faith, and it's impossible. Impossible. You ain't got a chance, boo. You don't stand a chance. You can't even please him. So, honey, listen, let me tell you something. Uncomfortable or not uncomfortable, I don't care. If God says do it, I move. And because he knows I'm a fool like that, child, he trusts me with some things. Let me just tell you. He trusts me to give words. He puts me in rooms because he needs some people to get some words and everybody else scared to do it. No. Give it to me. I'll say it. I'll say it, Lord. I'll say it. Who would you say it to? Hey, come here. I got a word for you. You guys have a great evening. It's your girl. I almost forgot my own name. It's your girl, Kizzy Rock.